At the end of life, we will not be judged by how many diplomas we have received, how much money we have made, how many great things that we have done. We will be judged by I was hungry and you gave me to eat. I was naked and you clothed me. I was homeless and you took me in. Hungry not for bread, but hungry for love. Naked not only for clothing, but naked for human dignity and human respect. Homeless not only for want of bricks and a home, but homeless because of rejection. Today I would like to ask you to give some joy to some children, some respect to some parents, and some hope to some families in need. Okay, so all growing up, I grew up in a very poverty-stricken home. My childhood was a lot without Christmas. My mother took us to work all the time because she was a single mom. So it wasn't like birthdays were not important to me. And when I got older, when I was in my 30s or 40s, I had my very first birthday party and it made me cry. It still makes me want to cry. So around this time of year, I like to give back to people or children that are in need because I feel like that was done for me. My mom didn't have a lot, but what she did have was she had a lot of love, and she made sure that we were always with her no matter what. So even though she couldn't give us the things that we wanted, we always had the things that we needed, and that was what was most important. I want to talk to you a little bit about the poverty level in Santa Clara County. Poverty in Santa Clara County is estimated, families with children 5 to 17 years old, there's an estimated 12.6% of people that are under the poverty level rate, which is $38,000 a month, or a year, excuse me, which is really, really low. So, and a lot of these families are poverty stricken due to the shrinking economy. People have lost their jobs, they've lost their homes, and they keep losing their homes. A lot of homes are going into foreclosure and they don't have anywhere to go, so they go to shelters. So I want to talk to you a little bit about some of those shelters and some of the things that they do and some of the different places that do charitable things. West Valley Community Services has 235 families that have lost their homes and they're unable to buy food and they've lost their jobs in this crumbling economy. And what they do for people is they have an adopt a family program every year and they give out Christmas gifts. They also have toy donations. You can adopt a child and just give out, you know, a gift to one child if you can afford it. And they also have several volunteer opportunities that you can do throughout the year, not just at the holiday time. Envisions also, they provide food, they provide clothing, they provide job training for less fortunate people, people that don't have educations that, you know, we're fortunate enough to be able to come and have an education, but there's a lot of people that are afraid to. I remember coming back to school in my 40s and I never finished 9th grade and it scared me. Like I couldn't even fill out the paperwork when I came to the school and it made me cry. So, you know, I got lucky enough to have somebody show me the ropes and what to do, and I kind of like dug in, but a lot of people don't know how to do that. So there's also opportunities at Envisions where you can go and help teach and help people make resumes and do stuff like that. They also collect toys and give out Christmas for children. The Salvation Army is one of this county's biggest charitable organizations. They're all over the place. They serve thousands of families worldwide, 350 families in our area each year with no other resources. That has grown to over 500 this year. The amount of poverty has almost tripled since last year in this county. Sacred Heart is also a really big organization. They do a lot of food drives. And, you know, these are just some of the things that they collect, they wrap, they give, they do, and they don't have enough volunteers. So what I've done is on your guys' tables, there is underneath the little Christmas trees, there's like a little packet of different charitable organizations, or the top 4 that are in this county. where you can be guided to be able to give some of your time if you don't have money. If you have money, I made my own little giving tree program, so everybody has some little Christmas trees on their table. So I would like for you guys, if you can afford it, to pick up one of those Christmas trees, and there's one child on those Christmas trees that you can give a gift to, and if you bring it to class, then I will make sure that it gets to them. These are all from single mothers in our community that don't have the means to give their children any gifts this year. So I kind of went out and did a lot of the work. I put down the phone numbers and did all of the paperwork so that you guys could, you know, give if you want to give, and if you don't, that's fine too, you know, like, just think about it. So that's like the solution for us, is to go and to be able to give to others what has been so freely given to us in life. These are some of the happy faces from last year that I took pictures of. I was involved in a program here at school that one of my teachers put on at the San Jose Fairgrounds every year. They have like this whole big program, and I was like, oh, I need extra credit for my class, I'm going to flunk, this and that. So he let us do this Christmas thing for extra credit. So we went down there and we're supposed to like guide these 5,000 children to Santa, and they had like 30 Santas, and you know, I got there and I was supposed to spend an hour there, and I ended up painting faces for kids, and it just made them so happy, and I was there for like 9 hours, and I still got 5 points credit. But it was like worth it to me, because it really made me happy that all of these kids were like, oh, look how pretty, or whatever, you know, and it was really cool. And I learned a lot from it too, because I really didn't know how to paint faces. So. I learned real quick. Okay, so I talked to you a little about the problem of poverty in our county, and a few ways that we can all pitch in and help change some of that for some of the children in this county. I also have a quote for the end of my speech. We make a living by what we get, and we make life by what we give.